Welcome to another episode of That's Fucking Interesting, Man. That's fucking interesting. My name is Kirk Irons on Instagram at Intracontinental Kirk Anthony. Give me a follow. On this episode, we are talking about sodium. Should you eat those salty nuts? Are you eating salty nuts? Should you be? Is that how your mama raised you? Well, we're going to talk about it. We're going to go over 4 questions. What is sodium? What does it do? Should I eat it or fucking not? And how much should I eat? Let's start with the first question. What is sodium? Sodium is an electrolyte. It's a mineral. It's a micronutrient. You've heard of macronutrients? Well, sodium is a micronutrient. It's an essential mineral, meaning your body needs it to operate optimally. Okay? Most sodium that you come across is table salt. Table salt is 40% sodium and 60% chloride. Okay? You might find that in packaged or processed foods. Baking soda is added to packaged foods. You can find it as sodium bicarbonate. What those do in those foods is they preserve it, they add to enhance the color, and they add texture. Okay, so in a lot of packaged foods, you're going to find high amounts of sodium and this sodium bicarbonate baking soda. Okay, so it's typically in our diet if we're not eating very clean or healthy. Okay, but sodium itself is an electrolyte and it helps with the functions of our body. Your body excretes it through sweat, urine, and feces. Okay, if you're low on it, you might find yourself tired, fatigued, headaches, cramps, dehydrated. These are some of the problems that come from lack of sodium in your diet. But essentially what it is an electrolyte. If you are sick or if you've been drinking and you're dehydrated, you might drink a Gatorade or drink Pedialyte, and what that does is gives you back that sodium among other electrolytes, like potassium. Potassium and sodium have a relationship. However much sodium you're eating, that's how much potassium you should also be taking in. And they kind of, you have a balance of both, which will help regulate the fluids in and out of your cells, okay? So you have a certain amount of water inside your muscle and a certain amount outside between the muscle and the skin. Intercellular, intracellular, okay? They help with muscle contraction. It helps with performance. Potassium helps with blood pressure and helps your heartbeat. So they have a relationship together. But sodium itself is going to help you perform better, and it's going to help regulate your water. Okay? Let's go to what it does. Okay? So once you have an adequate amount of sodium in your body is going to be able to contract better. It's responsible for the pumps that you get when you work out. Okay? It helps with performance. Amongst other processes. It's responsible for a lot of processes of the body. Okay? So you don't want to pull it completely out of your diet. You'll find that you're flat, that your body is maybe retaining fluids because your body isn't pushing it out, it's holding on to it. You find yourself holding water. If you have too much, your body is going to hold water. You might notice if you eat pizza and a burger, has some margaritas and shit, that the next day or later on that day you're kind of swole up, you weigh more. This is due to water retention. Okay? Sodium is controlled by a hormone called aldosterone. Okay? And this is a hormone that tells your kidneys to either pull in that sodium or release it. Okay? Piss it out. Okay? And then, like I said, it comes out through some through your sweat and some through your piss. Okay? If your body is depleted of sodium, your body is going to start holding on to the sodium that it gets, holding on to water. Okay? These things also are going to affect your workouts and affect the way that you look. So you may not be getting good workouts, and you're also going to not look as good because your body is going to have a softer look because not enough water is in the cell, maybe too much water is outside the cell. Okay? Should I eat it or not? Should I eat it or not? Yes, you should have salt in your diet. You should season your food. Sometimes people will tell me, oh, I season my food with Mrs. Dash. It has no sodium. Should I season my food? Yes, you should season your food consistently. Okay? It's good for your body. It is going to help you look better. It's going to help you perform better. Okay? How much? How much should you have? Well, you can have whatever you like. You can have however much that you like, unless you have like pre-existing problems like heart problems, okay, or high blood pressure or hypertension, shit like that. If you already have that already, then you need to be, you need to be moderate with it. You can't go overboard with it. But for 95% of the population, you should have sodium in your diet, and you're just going to keep it consistent. Whether you're seasoning your food heavily or not, however you do it, just keep it consistent. Your body will adjust to the amount that you're eating and regulate your water accordingly. Now, if you're having a lot on Monday and not enough on Tuesday and a lot on Wednesday and not enough on Thursday, then your water is going to be all over the place. Your weight's going to be all over the place. Okay? So that can affect you. Really, it's not going to matter until when you want to look good. You know what I mean? So as a rule of thumb, just keep it consistent, but it's also going to matter to you if you're stepping on stage, if you're taking pictures, if you're out in a bathing suit, or if you're looking in the mirror and you are really self-conscious about how you look, then you want your water to be regular. Okay? There was something else I was going to say about it. Water. Water is an important part of your sodium and your potassium. Taking in that water helps regulate your water. If you're holding too much water, you're drinking a lot of water. You should be drinking a lot of water, okay? If you're taking in a lot of sodium, your kidneys are going to excrete a lot of sodium. If you're not taking in enough, your body won't push out a lot of sodium, and that's not a good thing. It's going to make you hold water. It's not going to balance your water correctly, so you won't get a true idea of what you look like, and it'll give you a softer look. And like I said, it will decrease your performance in the gym. So if you're working out, if you're sweating, if you're doing a bunch of cardio, you need sodium in your diet. If you're taking out too much sodium, you're not seasoning your food, then you're going to notice that you're tired, you're hungry. You're going to find yourself being more hungry and craving, and your performance is going to slip. So sodium, should you have it? Yes. Season your food, just keep it consistent. Okay? That's the episode. Thank you for stopping by. If you are interested in training, online training, or in person in the Kemah area, if you have questions, you can hit me up or watch the video. So subscribe to the channel, share it, like it, comment, all that. Okay? So thanks for coming by, and that's fucking interesting, man. That's fucking interesting.